When the devil is too busy and death's a bit too much, they call on me by name, you see, for my special touch. To the gentlemen, I'm misfortune. To the ladies, I'm surprise. But call me by any name, anyway, it's all the same. I'm the fly in your suit, I'm the pedal in your shoe, I'm the bee beneath your bed, I'm the bump on every head, I'm the peel on which you slip, I'm the pin in every head, I'm the thorn in your side, makes you wriggle and writhe.
Hi everyone, my voice is kind of more weak and gone than it normally is, but it's a good reason. That's because I've been haunting all weekend at Valley of Fear in Bristol. And, what I have come up with for this week's video is not a makeup tutorial because they do all my makeup there for me, but, more to the point, I'm going to be doing a characterization video on how to draw inspiration and get into character. And so I'm going to be using help from my little bag of wigs here. And admittedly, wigs do not get into character, it's just how I draw wigs. So, see you in a moment. Well, darlings, one of the things you'll find that makes a costume just perfect, absolutely perfect, is when you get the costume just right. Oh, you add a few gems, you add just the perfect fabric, and you get what's important to the character down. Admittedly, I suck at Rarity's voice, but as you can see, her passion for... If you say fashion, I'll fucking punch you. I'm not talking about brats here. But, her passion for clothing and costuming and pretty shiny things is a defining trait of hers. Also, besides what the character is into, there are other things to consider, like if it's an original character or a character with a non-verified persona, you're going to want to look at other characters who have more personality who you can draw from the kind of thing you're doing. I'm wearing this because it's my robot unicorn attack the Jinko wig. The robot unicorn technically doesn't seem to have a motivation in the game, so I'm just gonna wing it and find things that I think would motivate it and take from that and work with characters that seem similar. Like, as I said, I've been haunting at Valley of Fear all weekend, which is why I look a fucking mess and I'm exhausted. Oh, but it's a fun job, it's great. But, it's amazing, and if you live in the Pennsylvania area, I would really suggest you check it out. But, anyway, the reason I bring that up, I play Zombie Sleeping Beauty there. And, as you know, you can't really take Aurora's sweet, cutesy, innocent princess personality and put it in a flesh-eating zombie. It doesn't work that way. However, there are other princesses who embody that a little bit better. Like, if you read Abarat, and the new book, which is awesome, be jealous, I totally have it. I haven't gotten to the end quite yet, but from what I've read, Princess Boa embodies that quite well. So I have been drawing reference from what Boa's done in this book, how Boa's behave, and Christopher Carrion's attitude and behavior in other books. And also I draw a little bit of Meg Giry from Love Never Dies, because that, like after she finally snaps, you get a message of really fucking creepiness. And that is so helpful when you're working at a haunted house, especially when you have to be singing. But yeah, point being, you take as many influences from as many similar characters as you can when you need to build a personality from the roots, basically. So, that being said, the next thing about characterization is how a character carries herself. You can't really see because, first of all, I'm in excruciating pain from being corseted all weekend, and also I am sitting down so that my webcam picks me up, because if I stand up, then you can't hear it even more. But I'm wearing the Utena wig because I'm going to discuss kind of her, mainly. Utena is a very bold, noble, and strong character. She hides her uncertainties very well behind a noble, very powerful, and athletic sort of exterior. And, of course, there are other characters with a noble and put-together sort of look, and it's important to be able to know the difference of how to act between them. Like, for instance, with Utena, her stance is more boyish and athletic than, say, Jaina Proudmoore, who is also a very noble. Hi, Goofy. Who is also a very noble character. Jaina's stance is more feminine and, I guess, more feminine and a bit more elegant. Utena is mainly a very strong, confident stance, like a prince, basically, whereas Jaina's stance is more to the point of a princess. And Rarity's stance is different than them still, though she still has a noble regal stance. Rarity's stance is just poised, confident, and very feminine. Alright, next order of business. Well, howdy, y'all. Why, I haven't worn this wig in forever. I mean, it's been at least a year, maybe more. Well, last we did film a cosplay theater back in December, where I wore this. Accent is another important part of character. Because I'm not bound or in a costume, and this wig could be literally anyone. In fact, it was actually listed for a character from some Hitman Reborn thing, but actually it's supposed to be Hazel from Sayuki, who has a southern accent no matter what you say, because you saw the anime. The manga was better in his southern accent. Anyway, point being, accent is, if you're going to get into character for your cosplay, an important thing to do. You wouldn't want to hear Undertaker with a southern drawl, and you wouldn't want to hear, who else? God. You wouldn't want to hear Grell talk like a Valley Girl, so why not try to get the accent down? Use this one with utmost caution. Anyone who plays World of Warcraft and knows that this wig is my white mane wig possibly knows what I'm about to say. How you treat people. However, use it with caution. Know when to break character. You are not getting paid to act like a character like I am at a haunted house or like a Disney park employee is. You are there to have fun, and so is everyone else. When it stops being fun for other people is when you should know when to break character. Whitemane is a bigoted zealot. Anyone who is not human, she believes, should be destroyed, which doesn't just extend to Warcraft races. At a convention, it could extend to anyone, including yokai from Sayuki, pets from Pet Shop of Horrors, God, what else? Any kind of undead you can think of, especially any kind of undead you can think of. And basically, make sure people know that you are just acting in character, because really, the worst thing you can do is ruin someone else's convention experience because you didn't know when to quit. So yes, be in character, but know when someone's uncomfortable with it. And they're not always just gonna start crying. If they seem uncomfortable, watch the body language. Basically, like being more tense than a person would be, awkward laughter, kind of, say what? Look? Yeah. But really, do try to be in character. Some people enjoy it and get a kick out of it, but again, know when to stop. Even if someone doesn't show discomfort with it, use your judgment. You probably shouldn't, just because Whitemane doesn't like the undead, doesn't mean that if somebody is cosplaying as, let's say Mr. Prepsley from Cirque du Freak, because I like that, even though I don't think people really cosplay as him. Beyond. But anyway, if someone's cosplaying as Mr. Prepsley from Cirque du Freak, you don't chase Mr. Prepsley through the convention center or really scream at him. You just maybe tell him he's an abomination and should be purified, making sure that it's clear that you're in character and don't really think that. Again, and this goes for any character, not just characters that are over the top. Like, for instance, if you're doing panty and stocking with garter belt. I've never seen it, but I know that it's very sexual and stripperific. Jokingly, of course. I know it's completely comedy and it's not like porn or anything, but if like use your judgment if there's like little kids and stuff. Like I understand doing maybe a sexy photo shoot or a sexy pose for someone, but try to keep the strip pole stuff to a minimum if there's little kids around. If you're Grell, I know Grell is very excitable and very into attractive people, but please don't glom. I didn't get upset at this person because she was so effing cute it would have been impossible, but this adorable Grell cosplayer glommed me and my friends at Otakon, and honestly, it still hurt. She must have been half my size, and yet it was like getting hit with a guided missile in the stomach. So, yeah, even if your character is excitable about attractive people, or lovable, or flamboyant, do not glom. Anyway, that's all for characterization. I know it was a little bit rambling and incoherent, because, again, working all weekend, just wanted to post this because of my little breakthrough at work. Later. Do you wanna date my